If BLG are able to secure a massive amount of grubs, I think they're going to be feeling very happy with their early game plans. And like you were just mentioning, the supports and how they interact in this game, On can't just walk forward into this team. You're going to be having Ezreal and Tristana wailing at you. Wait for the next wave to come on through, and if Taeyun spends a little bit more mana, or if we see Vampire engage, I think that's going to be the go button here for BLG.
Yeah, this is great. WWE is going to start here on with the engage onto Vampire. Vampire getting the shield, but the Ignite is down.
Onto
the Alistar, it's going to be first blood to Vampire. Now it's just a 2v2 again. Elk is out of mana. Taeyun, though, getting knocked up, and they flash for flash to land the permafrost. And now Elk just trying to rifle away on the Vampire. Monkey coming through, trying to stop it from happening, but Elk flashes forward and manages to find the kill.
Oh, no.
And another permafrost going down. Elk's got to try to kite this out, but he's quickly running out of room. He's got to go all the way back over. He's leveled up.
Wait!
So he's a level 4
Stop
down.
him,
The
brother!
flash gets burnt. But Monkey all of a sudden has found himself in a bad way, and Way can't close it out. The minions blocked them off.
So trapped them behind that wall. We're going to be seeing it after this replay, trying to use the priority of a Rumble to get early grubs. Good job coming in from Team WE. And how many of these can they confirm? They're going to get 2 at the very least, and it seems like BLG are going to move them off and only secure 1. So a great opener already for Team WE.
Yeah, really wise, and Vampire getting there first and being able to do things is, hold on, level 6 on Monkey, so maybe some opportunities. Karras coming in from the side. Elk is caught in the pit as On gets engaged on, and he's going to blow up. Meanwhile, on the other side, Elk gets wrapped up. The knockups onto Vampire. He's going to fall, but Elk dies in the pit. So Team WE go 2 for 1, and they'll secure the third grub.
Good start from them. I mean, they find 2 kills there. On, yet again, taking way too much damage early into the fight.
Karras was able to get the back first. Now he had to clean up the rest of the wave and then TP back. And then had a wave shoving into him. And now, BLG.
This is a perfectly fine trade for Team WE.
Yeah, and you still have Monkey's Flash Ultimate too. So that's something that you can hang your hat on. It's not your, the Vampire's not your primary source of engage. He's being run down by Way, but both of these guys are belted up. Although Knight is going to flash over and seal his fate. A nice play by BLG.
Okay, that is where BLG end up winning this top side fight now. So
you seal these grubs. Way ready to go over the wall. On showing up to the party as well. First one is down, and BLG doesn't look like they're going to get many of these. Here comes the Enchanted Crystal Arrow on the Karras. Monkey trying to frontline, flashes forward, knocked to the side, and he forces Elk's flash, but he is getting low, and he is going to run into Knight and Elk and fall on the backside. Way trying to do what he can, but he's forced off, and it looks like BLG will find
Knight.
1 kill, maybe more. No, Vampire will walk it out. So they lose 5 grubs. Sure, you got a kill, but that ain't worth.
yeah, 5 grubs for Team WE. Now Tristana in a perfectly fine spot to be able to get some stuff done.
1. As you mentioned, his flash being down will be curious for this Dragon fight as the Equalizer goes down onto the wave. Meanwhile, up top, Bin caught in a 2v1. The exact might be down onto Karras.
Wait, Bin!
Karras
Wait,
is able to hop
Karras!
out, but no. Wait, Vampire's alone, but Monkey is coming through, and they're going to scoop up Bin and finish him off. It'll be a second kill to Monkey. They might lose the Dragon, but they should get more.
I think they're fine with this. You have 5 grubs and a Tristana? Hell, we got the first dragon already. Who cares? I feel like Karras definitely could have, stayed in there. I feel like he jumped out just a little too far there, but how much damage can we see from Team WE?
It's Team WE with a small lead in the gold department right now. Karras will run down a little bit here, but they're going to look to turn on here. Monkey trying to drive it through with the Ixtal's impact. Can't quite get close, but the Impale will get. Ult is there. Not enough damage coming through now. Bin ready to turn this around because they have no mana. Bin's going to continue to charge. Karras has to jump away, but Monkey is not fast enough. Bin, you just need 1 more dash to catch up to this guy, and he will be able to chop him down. A 2v2 victory for BLG.
Gets his gold and gets himself in a good spot, but you look at the map right now, he's even or behind in experience versus Knight.
Yeah, and that means that they're able to make plays like these onto Cube. The second time he's going to get 3-manned in the bottom side this game. A little worrying, Hulk.
Team that is so focused on playing Demolition Squad and trying to get early access to gold by just taking down structures, I think you losing that fight and subsequently this next one puts you in a really tough spot to be able to win this game.
Yeah, they really want this. The reset didn't happen fully, but they're still hanging around the area, maybe for a wayward steal. It's not going to happen, so BLG will secure this, but that is a big blow to Team WE's hopes of taking control of the game.
All right, so Team WE are going to put a pretty big focus on this bottom lane tier 1 and just try to make access for this dragon.
Yep, Taeyun doing a good job getting that mid lane turret. Elk, it's going to be hard for him to do much of anything. Karis down here with his big tanky buddies. Trying to do what he can. Good buffer on that Sejuani ultimate to escape any danger. And that is a big cooldown off. It's on with a big flash knock up there. The Impale going down, landing onto one. Knight wants to get in here. He's got his ultimate ready to go, but he's going to end up snapping back. Cube joins the party as well as Bin, but the knockups are there. Here comes the equalizer, but it doesn't land on anybody as Knight gets into the pit and is starting to get some kills. Team WE forced away. Cube being exhausted into a knockup, into a permafrost, into a death, and the Dragon goes to BLG.
Knight is saying, hey man, it's cool that you kind of solo killed me in some of these instances. You won some of the laning phase. Look at what I'm able to do on a side lane. Look at how much resources. Come and check the experience of how many internationals I've been attending coming in from Knight. Q3 plus ult just means that Karis gets taken down immediately, and that's been kind of the shining spar and how much gold they've been putting into for Team WE in this match.
Rough stuff there, but Knight maybe caught out on the side lane. He's able to get that Q3 to try to get away. Now you just got to get Karis in the party. Another Q3 away. They're shoving down Knight here, and they will be able to find him. Enough slows are there. Can you auto this guy, Karis? Thank you.
There you go. All right, but how much do they lose for this? Yeah, this is probably going to be a trade of tier 1s here. It's going to be BLG getting themselves mid-tier 1, also trying to threaten. The ultimate does not land anywhere near anybody. But Karis, again, will be getting a lot of gold, and this is so much focus from Team WE on getting this Tristana ahead of the curve, getting her items. She's going to be getting what looks to be an Infinity Edge next, and so I want to see if Karis can carry this game, because Taeyun can kind of pepper them around. We've seen Rumble do some work in these fights, but that experience differential between our solo lanes is starting to grow, especially here when we talk about Bin versus Cube.
Yeah, the problem is Bin might get a lot more gold in him. He took down the turret, and he took down a Skarner. So Karis has to be a little worried. Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Did not land the knockup as Karis is able to escape. Meanwhile, the fighting continues on the top side as Wei is caught. Who's going to get it? No, it's Cube going to go down. It ends up being a 1-for-1 and Cube getting the gold, but that is not what you want. BLG, their team fighting has still been stout, and this is really where you're starting to see the difference come in. Knight in that last Dragon fight, and then of course, you know, having to deal with a guy like Bin on a side lane.
You know, we were talking about that bot lane fight that happened. I think we're getting a fight around Otacon. Seems like teleport coming in from Cube.
This could be the surprise. He's going to try to pull him to the rest of his team, but Karis is over the wall, not ready to go. Is on, shoves him off. Meanwhile, Knight hits a two-man fate sealed. And Knight will snap back, but will fall. Double knockup, so there, and Elk is now untouched. Bin on the side, forcing away Karis. He can't join the fight, but Monkey's trying to come through to help him out, but he runs right into a pair of scissors. And hit a crystal arrow, almost landing flush. Forces the flash out. A 3-for-1 for BLG as they secure Otacon.
And the 2v2 duo of Team WE with this Skarner and this Rel, Monkey and Vampire, they just go way too soon. Taeyun is nowhere near this fight. They'll lose Otacon. All of these Blood Roses, On can just screen any individuals that they want. It's gone.
Yeah, Vampire's going to get in there just to see it say goodbye. Way going to go in. They're going to make a full engage onto the front line of Team WE. The Gwen gets pulled, but isn't really taking a whole lot of damage. Vampire's going to fall. Monkey manages to survive, but the chase, BLG want more. Looks like they're not going to. You take your prize, you get out.
We need to see BLG now use this Baron. It'll have an overlapping timer.
Oh,
oh my god,
that's
nice!
a 4-level difference, by the way.
Yeah, and it's the new Yone, so he's got his crit modifier back. Minus
he got a swagger back. Elk with a
CC.
flash. Karis wins the fight, but the minions are a little too strong. I felt like the last gasp for Team WE, maybe just a death rattle.
And that'll be a top tier 2. That'll be again this Baron being used by BLG. Knight should just
hang on.
Knight's just dead.
Yeah, oh no! Oh, Q3 out. Nobody got close to his soul unbound, and now Taeyun is gonna get run down by Wei. Wei knocked up, but On is here, trying to keep the tank alive. The knock up on the Vampire. Ezreal coming through, but here's a teleport, and Bin is ready to go. Those scissors are heated up and cutting through these champions like a hot knife through butter, my friend. It is tough out here for Team WE.
Yeah, and I've been trying to talk about the overlapping timers in Baron and Dragon, but
It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Like we are going to be able to see the fourth Baron or the fifth Dragon of the game spawn, but if BLG just grabbed the Mountain Soul, then that kind of feels like the last touches on this game. It already feels like this game is quite done and dusted. Kind of a moment of history gone in the past in my mind, because this game is extremely chalked. I mean, we're already seeing it. You see the pings on the map. W are like, guys, there's double super minions in top lane wave. Yone is soloing this objective right now, so BLG are just going to get a free Mountain Drake. They have Mountain Soul. They have 3 Mountain Drakes on top of that, so Wei is basically unkillable. On is getting to that point, if not already, and if there are any resistances built by some of these carries from BLG, I mean, how does WE ever make it through? It's cool that you got like a Leandries on cube and
Really solidified.
Okay. Need to see them make a play. It's going to be off the Ashe ultimate.
Yep, Monkey down to about half HP. Vampire trying to get to the back line to just stop all this damage, but I mean, nobody can get in there. Bin gets pulled to the back line. He goes golden. Took a lot of damage, but I don't really think it's going to matter in the end. It's a 2-0 for right now. The health bars are starting to get low on BLG, but Elk is just able to hit for free. Knight gets knocked away. Taeyun caught under this turret. This big chunk damage to Elk, but the turret is back on the minions. Taeyun is out of his base, unable to recall. Just on an island, man. There's a minion wave here. I want this minion wave.
Well, no, he had to walk into it because he doesn't know where Knight is in Fog of War. So, oh, Knight. There you go. Okay, so that'll be another kill going over. BLG now balloon their lead to 10,000 gold.
Than what I thought would be their way to get back in this game, which is somebody on BLG being distracted by a fan sign and BLG playing 5v4 for that entire fight where that's happening.
I'm pretty sure they win
completely
5v4,
honest with you.
By the way.
Yeah,
so.
I think they're just going to win the 5v4 anyway.
All right, this is going to be what looks to be the last push. There's a wave in top, a wave in bottom lane, and BLG are trying to put the last bits of a victory together here versus Team WE in Game 1.
Hey, the top inhibitor respawned, all right.
Wow.
All right, the top inhibitor's down. Tough. On? Hold on, On getting forced off, okay. A little bit of damage going on to WE, but not a whole lot. Monkey not able to land the Impale, and Knight is just dumping damage on people. The Nexus turrets will fall, and BLG will lead the series 1-0.
11,000 gold, get some fancy feet at the very end.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.